Platt is live, Partick and Alan E. They're on the medium compound of tyres. So they've gone for a different strategy. We'll wait and see if it benefits them in any way, shape or form. The drivers line up. And we get ready then for the season finale of the Ground Effect Racing League. Atom has disconnected. Let's hope he's got back in and is ready to go. Because the lights aren't going to wait for him. Their lights wait for no one. For the last time this season. It is lights out, away we go. Atom is not. Atom stalled. Atom has not moved off the line. Nor has Commander Lasky. Commander Lasky hasn't moved either. Atom now gets underway, but he's 19th. Now this is worst case scenario, and that's chaos in the midfield. I don't know what's going on with Mr. Pear and Platt's live there.
Oh, there's a spinning bullet.
Bullet. Matt 45.
Safety car. Safety car, surely.
It's got to be a safety car, you would think. That is worst case scenario. Virtual safety car deployed.
Oh my god.
Well. Absolute drama here in the opening stages of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Atom was on the front row. He's now down in 16th place. And he's got Platters Live trying to get past him on the safety car. Atom now finally gets in. He is going to be absolutely livid when he sees where he has ended up.
I genuinely can't. If you wanted to do, I don't think he's trying to replicate Vettel here by going to last and then still winning it. You could not write this. Jim, who started last, and Atom, who started second. Jim is now 3 places higher. This could get tasty.
I believe Atom has just taken control of his car. And now, yeah, tasty indeed. He will still be the championship at the moment. Jim has to be at least in the top 3 to win this race. He has made a great start, 20th to 13th place in 1 lap. Up front, Goddard Gaming has, well, he's trying to check out, but Taylor is keeping him honest. Gibson a little bit further back.
Lots of damage, I think.
Lloyd, Ollie, Mr. Pear, Platters Live, Matt 45, all coming into the pits. So as you say, damage all across the field, it seems. I think that did look like one of the more messy restart, well, messy off the line starts, I should say, that we've seen.
We can see a rivalry flashpoint here because Atom's 1 car away from Jim. Okay, make it 2 cars. Jim's into the points from 19th on the grid in a lap.
I think there's something more impressive though. Alan E started 19th. He's up to P7 and he's on the medium compound tyres. Where the hell did Alan E get all those positions from?
I couldn't tell you, but one thing I will notice is everyone who's pit seems to go into the mediums. I thought people would go hard and try and one stop, but
yeah, the exception being Platt is live, who has gone on to actually another set of sauce. But
I think everyone is predicting a second sort of safety car here, which is not stupid.
Not stupid at all. With the way that race started, anything could happen in this race. We've still got a ways to go. Jim LC is but currently behind QuickDead, and we know QuickDead is no slouch and will give no quarter. DRS now enabled. We are on to lap 3, of course. So now it looks like Goddard Gaming will have to get his elbows out up the front. I don't think Taylor's close enough to attack him. Who's really in danger of him? Alan E. Actually, no. To be fair, there's a few drivers maybe just in danger, but doesn't look as though there's any signs of movement going on.
If you just look at the top 11 drivers, every single one of them has gained at least a place, and the bottom from 12 to 20th, they have all lost positions. Jim's up 10, Alan's up 12, Atom's down 11, Lloyd's down 6. This is insane. The whole grid's pretty much changed. That qualifying meant nothing.
That qualifying really did mean absolutely nothing. Just like war, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. We'll go on board with the front 2 at the moment though, because Atom I think is stuck in a bit of a train at the moment. Sky's blue, AMS Partick, his teammate. But Taylor closing in very quickly on Goddard Gaming and might go for a move into turn 1 here. Does he dive up the inside? Yes, he does. Goddard Gaming tries to defend, but there's nothing he can do there. He has to yield, but he might get DRS back on Taylor.
Yeah.
And I just wonder if he's going to retaliate.
Taylor's going to take... No. Ooh.
That's some good straight line speed by the Williams there to not really be in any threat.
Jim didn't shift into 8th. I don't think he wanted to pass him there.
Maybe not.
I think he might be saving ERS.
Potentially.
Possibly.
Potentially. That might be a wise decision by Goddard Gaming.
Bearing in mind he's on a... Yeah, I think he... I mean, I can't see other than a reason to stay in 7th gear down the straight, but...
Further back, Strack R11 has passed AES Cleaver for P4. Cleaver's now got Lemon starting to close on him there. The top 6 a little bit clear of Alan E, but of course, who's that? That is Mr. Pear. Same place he lost it in qualifying, I believe. So it does not
look. A bit of a train here.
Yeah,
with Jim LFC.
It's actually Alan E.
Gone wide.
Alan E is the head of this.
Jim's stuck in it, and this is allowing Atom. Well, Atom's on the back. There's a train now from Atom to Aluni, so...
Well, you get the sense, if Atom could somehow get past Sky Blue, surely Partick will get out of the way. They're on different strategies. But speaking of which, though, Sky Blue is going for the move on Partick. He's on the fresher, faster tyres, and that's a solid move by Sky Blue. So, surely now, Atom will be on the radio saying, please let Partick out of my way so I can take the fight to Sky Blue. But I think Partick wants to try and attack Sky back.
Yeah.
But he's not close enough,
Jumbo
I don't think.
Rack also got past Alani on that straight there, so their train might dissipate now, but I'm not sure. Atom surely going to be screaming.
Let me through. Let me through. He's begging. And well, I think the choice has been taken out of Partick's hand there. Big oversteer moment. He catches it, but it's allowed Atom through. So now Atom has to try and pass Sky Blue. And then...
Multi-1-2.
Multi-1-2 indeed. Atom has to try and pass this Aston Martin of Sky Blue. We know Sky Blue is no slouch. He is a race winner in GRL. The British Grand Prix, I believe he won after penalty removals. So Sky Blue won't just wave Atom by, I'm sure of it. But the rule in the DRS train, Jumbo Raccoon ahead of it after passing Alan Lee. But I think...
Hang about here. Atom's going to go down the side.
Yes, he is. Side by
Ollie's
side.
Out, DNF. Ollie has just crashed.
That is, and it's called a safety car. This is big.
It's a safety car.
Big.
And
Atom got the move. He got the move done on Sky Blue. Now, what do these drivers do? Because this is very early for a safety car.
What are you doing here, like Sean? You're a top tier driver. What are you doing in this situation?
Oh, I don't know. This is hard because I don't know. The hards might get to the end, but they're not an infallible tyre. I think they will suffer a little bit towards the end, even after 30 laps. And the fact is, the Brazil pit lane, it's not the slowest in the calendar. So, if you do pit...
We've not seen a lack of incidents, have we? I believe that some people here may go medium again. They might go... I think the soft runners have to pit now. I think they do. And I think they go medium or soft. I think they do stop it.
Whereas,
I think that's your best bet.
Whereas I would suspect Alan E and Quick Dead maybe can stay out. And maybe hope for another safety car later on for the soft tyres. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be very crucial. And obviously, look at that.
Hear me out.
Go on.
Hear me out here, but could Cleaver be tapped? I mean,
Taylor's in. Got a Gaming's in.
Cleaver, this could be... I don't know if he's done it on purpose.
He's staying out.
Cleaver's staying out here. He could block... He could stay out a really long time on these softs, waste a lot of time.
Now, this is interesting.
Here.
Jim has stayed out. Atom is pitting. Ooh. So, the championship contenders are going for different strategies here.
I think I know what's happening here. Jim's going to take these till about lap 16, and he's going to go straight to the mediums. Atom's going to two-stop this. He's going to go medium-soft. I think that's what's happening here.
I do not think the mediums can get to the end from here. I mean, no, it's too much to ask, I think, of those tyres. Not a chance.
And you've got to think here. So, Jim... Oh, this is a really tough one. Jim is going for track position here.
Yes.
I think he is. I think he's going to do one stop, soft, medium. But the problem, all we have to do now is, can Atom use these new mediums? Can he get past Jim by the time the pit stop? If not, Jim could be doing all right here, but Atom has to get past here. Atom has to push past. He's got fast drivers ahead of him, though. He's got Taylor, got to get...
5-second penalty for Taylor with a severe collision with Jim. Only Taylor got the penalty. I think Jim would be a bit relieved about that.
I assume Taylor must have gone into the back of him then.
Yeah, so Jim gets away with that, I assume, because he wasn't deemed at fault. So, I think a relief for Jim. If he got a penalty, that really would have taken the game out of his hands. But as it stands, Atom is still champion, but Jim has a chance. But he's got to try and make some moves on the medium runners ahead of him, Quick Dead and Alan Lee. But the longer this goes, of course, their mediums will hold on better.
Taylor's going to serve it now. Taylor's going to serve his penalty now. I agree, but what tyre is he going to go on to? That's what I'm going to watch here.
I'm on board with him. It's another set of softs.
Fresh wing.
Oh, really?
He got damage when he hit it. That's why he's come in. He's not serving it now. I think yeah.
No, he is still serving the 5 seconds.
Yeah, but I don't think that was why. I don't think he came in to serve it. I think it was because he had the damage.
Could be, yeah. Well, either way, it gets rid of that penalty too. There's been... Jumbo Raccoon, severe collision with FG Atom. Now that's interesting because he was ahead of Atom.
Yeah, I've missed this again.
But this is,
I think that might be lag.
Maybe,
got a fully red connection here, so that could be.
But crucially, did Atom get damage from that because he was behind? Let's hope that front wing is okay because we don't want a championship decided by something like this. But it's teasing us though, but now both championship contenders have been involved in a safety car collision.
Of course, it had to be the 2 people at the top of the championship.
Of course.
It couldn't be random people, could it?
Oh, God, yeah. Jumbo Raccoon, I've just seen him lagging off track. His connection is...
That could be dangerous for Atom off the restart here.
Absolutely. Safety car in this lap, then.
Light shot, take us through this.
What to say here, because the top 6 have not stopped. Gibson is the lead driver. He's got Straka and Cleaver right behind. And we know Straka fancy a good race on his return to the Ground Effect Racing League, but Gibson, he's already had 1 podium. Could he get a win?
He's gone.
He goes. Oh, no, yes. Well, that was not a clean restart at all. But I think it has still worked out for him. I don't think Straka is going to be close enough to attack him. Is anyone close enough to attack? Alan E desperately trying to get more heat into his medium tyres. I don't think he heated them up perfectly. As Jumbo Raccoon, what's happened to Atom? He's fallen back. That's Cleaver. Cleaver is out. What's happened to Cleaver there? The centre S's, I'm not sure. Atom.
I saw Wheel go.
Yeah, that's...
I think he might have been sideswiped by someone, not purposefully, but I think... Well, that is interesting. Jim's up to 5th, Atom's up to 9th. Here we go.
They're both in the points, both on completely different strategies. There we go. That's Commander Lasky's gone straight on. Up on the inside, now outside of Quick Dead. Don't forget, Quick Dead on the mediums. No, room left. And God of Gaming has to get out of it. Look at Jumbo Raccoon trying to take advantage as well. It's all kicking off in the midfield here, and it's got massive championship implications. Because God of Gaming, don't forget, he's racing for 2nd place as well against Jim LFC. And look at Atom. Atom and Lemon fighting it out. Atom is desperate to pass. And I think he's done it. Yes, he has.
God of Gaming's going for the move on Jim LFC here. He's going for it. He's burning his ERS. He goes to the outside. Will he outbrake him?
He's outbroken him. That was close. He's on the grass. He has to back out of it. Jim survives that one then. God of Gaming rejoins just behind, just ahead of the Jumbo Raccoon, who at the moment is a bit of a laggy roadblock for others. And here comes the Lemon. Freshly squeezed Lemon, and he's squeezing past the Jumbo Raccoon there. And now Atom, who has been repassed by the Lemon, now has to get past Jumbo again. He's got to be so careful.
He's got
down the inside. Opportunistic move. Very nicely done. And look at Partick getting through as well. Lloyd just hanging back as well. Remember, Lloyd was caught up in the first lap melee. He is back in the game because of the safety car. Even if it's...
What I've seen, Partick looks like he might be racing at him here. I don't know. I don't feel like Partick's letting off. I feel like Partick might go for this here. I'm going to have to keep on board.
Let's keep an eye on it.
He's burning the RS. Oh, is he? I don't know whether he's... He is. He's burning the RS here.
He probably feels he's faster at this stage of the Grand Prix. Because obviously Atom's on the mediums. Is he going to go for it? The Red Bulls... Well, Christian Horner must be losing his absolute nuts on the board. But Partick does go for the move. Atom... Well, I guess I didn't see that coming either. I guess Partick, he's got to hope that Partick can go after the guys ahead of him now. While we were doing that, Straka at some point has passed JW Gibson, now leads the Grand Prix. They're just a little clear of Alan E, who's still not quite on the pace, but we suspect those softs probably don't have too much life in them as Straka and Gibson and Jim. They're the only 3 still on the softs that have yet to pit.
I mean, Jim's about to fall out of DRS here.
Yeah, he's got to
It's
try.
even vulnerable.
He has got
to
to
send it.
He's got to try and hang on to that DRS of Quickden. If he drops DRS, he's going to be in serious trouble. And to be fair, I think that Red Bull call might not have been a bad idea by Partick, because now he's really getting on the back of Lemon. He can really maybe disrupt the drivers ahead. It may have actually been a good thing for Atom, because he's definitely the faster driver at the moment.
Here he goes. He's going to go to the outside, but the line's going to get covered.
Oh,
my
no, he
God,
doesn't. He sends it up the inside. What a send. I mean, well done on Lemon for seeing it coming and not cutting him up. That was a good driving by the both of them there. Partick sends it up the inside. Jim did just hang on to DRS, I think. Only just, though. But Quickden is right behind Alan E as well. Alan E seems to be struggling a little bit for pace at the moment.
This is getting a bit tight, but Jim, is he falling off? I think he's keeping.
We've got a yellow flag. That is Mr.
flag.
Pear again. He's having an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
Alfa Romeo.
It's just not been his day.
It's not been Alfa Romeo's day at all. And Jumbo Raccoon is in danger of losing P10 to Taylor as well. So on lap 12, your race leader at the moment, Straka R11, trying to pull away from Gibson, but Gibson still has DRS on the Aston Martin. They're both, excuse me, pulling away from the battle for third, which is Alan E versus Quickden. And I sense Quickden.
There goes, got a game in.
Quickden wants past Alan E, and he gets past fairly comfortably. Nothing he could do. Quickden up to P3. Gibson gets a penalty. That could come back to haunt him later on. Jim LFC has God of Gaming all over his backside. God of Gaming's going for a move. He's going for a move up the outside. Jim LFC tries to hold the inside. Side by side. God of Gaming, I think that's a sign that Jim's tyres are starting to just give up. And look at Partick. He thinks better of it. Probably smart.
No, hold on. He's going to come back on the switchback here.
Yes, he is. Sends up the inside. Well, this is what Atom wanted to see. His teammate is destabilising his championship contender here. So maybe it was the right decision to let Partick go ahead.
This is getting a bit too intense now. Jim's falling back desperately now.
Oh, it's Taylor and Jumbo Raccoon fighting over P10. And Taylor's up into the points once again.
I don't know what Jim's move is here. He's just going to keep getting slower and slower.
But he's got to hang on as long as he can. And he is still in DRS. Has got a gaming and Alan E. Got a gaming on a fresh set of mediums. Alan E's have been used 7 laps more. Partick is trying to take advantage once again. He is really destabilising the field here as he closes and closes.
3 wide.
Oh, there's contact. Alan E's been forced off. Not for the first time either. Alan E, once again, the victim. And I think, yeah, that is an instant rage quit from Alan E. He had that happen to him last week in Mexico with Diego, where he just was bullied off. I don't think so. I think he retired on track. I think that is just absolute frustration. And I cannot blame the Scottish driver, to be brutally honest. He's been absolutely mugged for the second time in 2 weeks.
Yeah, not what you wanted to see.
Not really at all. That does.
I'm just quickly doing mental calculations on the team standings here, but everyone keeps blimmin' overtaking everyone, so I keep having to start over again.
Well, the crucial thing is we thought there's 2 Red Bulls, there's only 1 AlphaTauri still in the race, so it's going to be close between them. AlphaTauri has the lead in the constructors as Partick once again sends it up the inside of Quickden. He is flying on those soft tyres.
Currently, Red Bull sits 6 points behind AlphaTauri on live standings.
Right.
So it's still got a chance here. They've still definitely got a chance from being 14 behind. They are closing the gap. Wait, no, with the extra +3, they're only 3 points behind.
Only 3 now, yeah. And Atom, I think, probably wants a position off of Lemon. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 2. That is Matt and Lloyd, who, I don't know what's happened between them, but, well, Lloyd's just recovering. Matt, 45, was also off track. I don't know if there's been an incident between them, but, well, they're off track. This has been a scrappy race so far. Not as bad as some of our races have been, has to be said.
Could we see a box from Jim soon? Undercut? I mean, he's going to pit soon, surely, right? If he's done 15 on softs, why'd you go any further? You've got mediums to come.
You would think.
think
I think he might be listening. No, he holds on. And that could be a mistake, because here comes the lemon. Up the inside. And
Atom, watch out, Atom behind as well.
Atom behind. The championship contenders are about to go head-to-head on track.
This is what we wanted to see.
Absolutely, but I think Jim wants to try and take the position off Lemon. But, Atom got the inside. Is he going to die on the inside? Oh, there's been a contact made, but Atom, I think, wisely.
Atom's getting attacked now.
And now, and there's contact made, and Taylor's lost it because of it. Whoa! I don't think Taylor would be very happy about that one.
No, that was a bit dodgy from Atom. I don't think he meant it there. I think he was just having a bit of
I don't think he even expected Taylor to be up his inside, but
no, I think it's because when Jim turned in on Atom and he had to slow down, he didn't expect that. And now there might be some hot heads, let's say, on the racetrack. This could get a bit intense here. Let's calm down. Let's not do anything silly. Oh my God.
He's absolutely sending it on Jim, and Jim does not have DRS. If I was Jim, I would pit, because you're about to be overtaking anyway. And he is.
Yeah, there you go.
As has Stracker and Gibson, so they're in the pits.
Lead.
But 5-second penalty. Hasn't got his braking right into the pits. That is crucial for Stracker's race. He was leading the race. He was about to be overtaken, I think, by Partick, potentially. Partick now leads, of course. Quickdead has stayed in the pit. Stayed out, I should say, on 16-lap old mediums.
Jim's going to have a bit of fresh air here, I think. I think he'll have a bit of fresh air to push.
That's what he needs. Not quite, actually. He's going to have Lloyd ahead of him. He's going to have Lloyd ahead of him.
Ahead?
About a second.
Not that far ahead, yeah. I thought he had a bit more clean.
Maybe at 2 seconds, but still.
He needs to push now and get Atom, but Atom's going to be rapid at the end of the race on softs.
Yeah, so Jim's got to go absolutely hell for leather. He knows Stracker and Gibson not far ahead of him. They both have penalties, and they were in the lead of the race. So if he can really push now, he could still get himself on the podium. And he needs at least that if he wants to be champion. But it also depends, as you say, on Atom. The problem Atom has, he's got 4 drivers ahead of him who are very fast and very much fighting for their own battles at the moment.
Atom is on the push. He saw him using the ERS on the straight now. He's trying to catch up to these other medium runners so he can start getting some DRS. But if he doesn't get this DRS, Jim could... Hold on, Jim's catching up to Lloyd here at a rate of knots. I think I'm going to have to watch Jim as he tries to cut his way through the field here.
The problem he has is Lloyd has just made a move on Gibson. What's happened to Gibson's pace? He looked really quick on the sauce, but I don't know if he's got damage or anything, but...
No, it was that 5-second penalty in the wing change, wasn't it, when he dropped down to last under the safety car?
No, that was Taylor. That was Taylor.
Oh, was that Taylor?
Yeah, that was Taylor.
Oh, I'm not sure then.
Gibson... Oh, there's contact made! Not enough room left, and then there's contact made between Jim and AMSE, and Jim has damage! Jim has damage! Lloyd couldn't do anything to... I think Jim was hoping he'd ghost, and he didn't ghost. Oh, and that could be championship over for Jim LFC. He has damage on the car. He is still in the race, but surely, unless there's a miracle now, surely that is championship over for Jim LFC. What a horrible way for it to end. Absolutely gutting.
I thought I saw that. I thought, oh come on, drive out of the way, but he kept going. I assume he thought Ghostam was going to come into action there, but I don't think it was worth taking the risk. He could have maybe lost a couple of seconds there, but I think it was worth going out wide. That might, although it was no fault of his own, he's back into the pits there, and without a safety car, Jim has lost this title.
It looks that way. Lloyd's in the pits as well, obviously. Collision with Gibson, I believe it was, that triggered that whole chain of events. And yeah, he needs to be at least on the podium, and from here, that looks almost an impossibility, it has to be said.
Exactly.
Well, mind you, we've got a yellow flag. Matt 45 has retired on track. And it is a safety car. Well. You can't write this. What has happened to Matt 45? I'm not sure who he was racing. His car is literally on the middle of the track. Well, it was anyway. I don't know what happened to Matt. I don't know if he lost it on his own or if he was racing someone, but... Well, either way, he is out. We have another safety car.
Well,
and Partick's in. Partick is in.
if Jim believes that there is a God, then I think he's got every reason to be right here, because that could not have been written into the stars any better. He's on the medium to the end of the race. Yes, Atom has a much better situation, but Jim has hope. Before he had no hope, now he's got a
He's
small
at least
bowl
got a
of
chance. You're absolutely right. They're all going on the softs, except for Atom himself. Atom is going on the medium compound tyres.
hope. Right then. Wow.
Stracker's in as well. He's pitting, as is Gibson. Gibson can serve his... Stracker can serve his penalty as well, don't forget.
I don't want to say anything, but I think Atom's smart here. As much as the softs are quick, I feel after 15 laps, I think the mediums, after 10 laps, the mediums are quicker. I think Atom might have made a great decision here. I mean, it might turn out to be tragic, but I think he's made a good decision.
We'll keep an eye on what they do. Taylor obviously has also had a bit of a difficult race after being on the front, on the second row. He's had troubles. Lloyd,
Jim's back in.
so Jim's pitting.
Going for softs, isn't he? Jim's
Well,
put on softs,
very little to lose at this point, doesn't he? He may as well go for this.
I think he's got no other choice, because he's not going to cut through the grid on mediums. The thing is with Atom doesn't have to. Atom just has to hold position.
Soft tyres going
Jim
on.
has to slice his way through, so Jim's got to have softs here.
He has lost. A great strategy. He has lost position to Taylor though. Taylor stays out on his medium tyre, so he will be absolutely dead last in 14th place. So I think he still needs a bit of a miracle, but at least, as you say, before there was absolutely no chance. Now he at least is back in the game.
Thing is, right, I think we've got we mustn't forget that this is a safety car, and as we've seen in the first one, there might be incidents even under the safety car.
You're absolutely right. In the nicest way possible, this has not been GRL's previous race. There has been a lot of incidents, a lot of mayhem. It really has. It's in a weird way though. It's the perfect race to sum up this GRL season. It has been absolutely insane, and yeah,
there's no better way to end it. No better way.
So let's take stock of the situation. AMS Partick, after some fantastic moves in the middles of the Grand Prix, now leads the Grand Prix on a fresh set of softs. Quick Dent is up to second, so your curse has not worked really, Forensic. Then comes third place, God of Gaming, also on the softs. Then Atom in fourth, but he's on the medium tyres. It might be difficult early on, but late on, that could be a strong idea by him. We'll wait and see. Then comes Lemon in P5, Skies Blue P6, they're both on the softs. Platt is live, didn't pit under the safety car. He's now P7 on the mediums. Jumbo Raccoon P8 on the mediums. Stracker P9. Lloyd P10 on slightly used mediums. Then comes Gibson, Mr. Pear, Taylor, and in dead last, Jim LFC.
Ooh, but to be fair to Jim, I'd argue there's 4 cars with penalties out there, which means possibly P10 net. You know, after if he can make some positions, Platt is live. If he can get up to him, then he's already passed him. So with these penalties, although he does have to get past these cars, he's got a bit of hope now. Safety car restart, light shot, go on, go for it.
Yep, safety car coming in this lap. Partick becomes the effective safety car for the rest of the grid as the real safety car peels into the pits. Now, when does the Red Bull choose to go, though? That's the question. He's got 13 other drivers all eager to take that first position off him, including Quick Dead and God of Gaming, 2 race winners in their own rights, I believe. I'm not sure if God of Gaming has won a race, but he is definitely always up there at the very least. And the Red Bull chooses to go. Now
cars are passing. Cars are going past each other on the yellow flags here.
Yeah, I'm not sure that should not be happening. People are not allowed to pass until the safety car has gone. At least until the finish line, I should say. I apologise. I'm not sure what's happened there. Stracker is in the pits again for a front wing change. Yeah. What's happened?
I think they must have hit on the safety car. I mean, I can't imagine anything else.
As Jim is now up to P12, and I think he's going to get a move done on Mr. Pear, is he? Yes, he is. Oh, Mr. Pear, I don't think saw him coming. He has to go wide because of it. Well, that's a controversial restart. Atom holds P4. Jim LFC, he's got to go for a move out on Platten's live, and he does go for it. He's up into the points then.
He did. Well then, well. Could we see a bit of drama?
I think we could. I mean, that restart was definitely not clean. I'm not quite sure what's happened. Lloyd has gained a lot of positions from P10 up to P7. He's got...
This lag is horrible. Jumbo Rack is really costing Jim here because he has no idea what to do.
Well, surely he won't hold him up much longer. Jim should be able to make the move down the straight, but you are absolutely right. He's got
Hang about. Lemons is going for a move on Atom here, I think. Or is he letting off now?
No, he's not. He absolutely sent it. And Atom, I think, wisely knows it's probably best not to fight it as Jumbo. Jim's up the inside of Taylor. Oh no, that's because Jumbo is still holding Jim up and Taylor's getting involved in the scrap.
Lemons has made it stick as well. What a move from Lemons there.
And this is bad news for Jim. Taylor is up his inside and not giving him any quarter.
Ooh.
Oh, more contact!
Jim.
And again, Jim is out. Well, he's not out of the race, but another collision and another safety car as well.
Oh my god! I have to say the race has not been too clean tonight.
It has not been clean at all. I don't know what's going on with these drivers, but we're getting back to the bad old days of GRL, and I don't think anyone wants that. Let's be brutally honest.
That's why I've come and joined you on commentary.
Yeah,
mate.
exactly. Guys, calm it down, guys. I know there's a championship battle going on, but you don't have to absolutely send it.
I've just realised I've got the Jim curse, haven't I? You've got the curse on me.
You've given Jim a curse, it seems. Yes.
Oh, I feel so bad for Jim. That's 2 incidents where he both times he looked like he might have a chance, and it's just been ripped from his arm. He's going to have to go and do it again. He's going to have to put another set of softs on and go straight out again. He's got no other hope but to just do it all over. The safety car saved him at the very least.
At the very least, yeah. You're absolutely right. And Mincemeat in the chat says reserves. Now, I don't think that's an excuse, to be honest, with the possible exception of Lemon, so I'm not quite sure if he has raced or not. I am certain... Oh, and Partick. I don't think Partick has raced either. But Partick's been fine. His moves have been absolutely fine. Every other driver in this lobby has raced in this tier. There is no excuse for... You can't pull the reserve excuse. They should know better by now.
I have to say... Now, obviously, I'd never do this because I'm not a suck-up, and I'm sure you wouldn't either. But... how much would Atom have to pay Partick here to just drive off the track and just let him go by?
Probably a lot, I think. Oh, Jumbo's crap.
Pits?
No, he's straight lined at turn 4. What's happened?
Sorry, he's straight lined.
Look how far out of the track he is.
Oh yeah, he must have straight lined. No one does. I mean, that's just an extra spot for Jim, isn't it? Really, at the end of the day.
Yeah, that helps, and that means he doesn't have to deal with the unfortunately laggy mess that was the Jumbo Raccoon.
Like Partick, what does he hold him up in hopes Atom gets past, or does he pull a gap to let Atom get past? Which way does he go? I think if I'm Partick here, I hold them up.
You would think so, yes.
But I don't know. You hold them up through sector 2 and then burn all your ERS on the straights.
Yeah. Well, Partick still leads. So I'm trying to turn my light on. Just give me 1 second. I think I've just realised why it's not turning on. Give me a second.
That's fine.
It's getting dark in my room, and I don't want to blind myself. Oh, yeah.
Well, it's been an absolutely amazing race. I have to say, for my first race on commentary, I've not been disappointed. For sure.
It's definitely been entertaining. Maybe not always for the right reasons, but when they have been racing clean, it's been really good stuff. That's the thing. So.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And that's why I also say they can't use the reserve driver excuse. No.
Yeah, what's annoying is that 30% of the driving hasn't been clean, but sadly, doesn't matter how small the percentage is, dirty driving has a much bigger effect than clean.
You're absolutely
safety cars.
You're absolutely right. It's a lot easier to destroy than it is to create, I think is the old phrase.
Yeah. I hope I'm able to get another commentary job sometime soon, whenever that is, whatever league that is. This has been great fun, you know.
I'm glad you've enjoyed it. I think you've been a very solid commentary partner with me. CMP not here this week, and I think you were the only one that stepped up. So
let's hope that next game, next season, I'll be back racing in this league. So hopefully you can leave me alone. But go on then, have your third safety car.
Car restart of the race. Yes, indeed. So Partick once again will lead them away. Now, will he approach it any different? Now, and also, I don't know if any of these drivers will approach it any different because I still don't quite know what happened. That safety car restart. You are not allowed to pass other drivers until you have passed the finish line. Now, I know this game doesn't enforce that, but trust me, we will enforce that if we catch it. So
He's gone.
Partick goes a bit earlier this time. It looks as though they keep it.
Oh my god, the midfield.
Sky's blue, and Atom. Sky's blue's off track. Sky's blue has gone off track. I don't know what happened there with him. He's going off.
He got forced onto the grass.
And he's come back onto the grass side by side with Gibson. But he stays out of his way. The league's Lloyd now up to P6. Jim has got past Taylor again. So that's good news for him. At least he needs to send it up the inside of Pratt's side, but thinks better of it. Probably smart, actually. I don't think he would have been able to make it stick as Mr. Pear is having a look up the inside. Oh, Mr. Pear, steady on! And he got the trap, Mr. Pear. That was
Partick!
Partick's gone. Partick's gone. Race leader.
Quick did.
Oh dear, Partick now down into P12. I don't know what happened with him and Quick Dead. Quick Dead has a penalty though.
No, all I saw a bit, Quick did got a track limits penalty, and then I saw them at the fast right-hander. Quick did just pushed him off track a little bit, and then Partick couldn't save it, and he went around, and he nearly hit Atom.
So Atom now P4, Jim now up to P9, and on the freshest tyres of anyone in the top 9. This is not over yet.
It's a charge through the field and hope that Atom has an incident. That is his. He's just got to keep going. There could be an incident here because Gibson's going to go down the inside.
Yeah, on board. I see it up the inside. Lloyd only just gives him enough room.
Switchback.
What a switchback. That's Pear in the pits. Don't be another safety car, please. Don't be another safety car.
I think it's a pit retirement.
No, it's because he hasn't even gone into the pits.
Yeah. No.
Got a gaming now with a penalty. And Gibson gets another one. There's a lot of penalties going around. Jim LFC all over the back. Oh, Stracco 11. What's going on with Gibson there? He's lagged backwards into P9 and
Jim's up to 8th.
I'm not sure what's happening. He's down the inside of Stracco. And Stracco obviously did not see it coming. I don't know what's going on with Gibson. Gibson muscling his way back past. Jim is getting no respect out there on the track. Absolutely none.
This is incredible.
Oh my lordy lord! Up front, Quick Dead's gone. Quick Dead has gone. That's another driver that's lost it.
Into 7. With the penalties, Atom's currently P2.
P2 at the moment, and Lloyd is a bit of a handy roadblock at the moment.
To go, Atom. If he keeps it clean now, he's won the championship. He can't get outscored by 13 points if he stays where he is. He's just got to remain where he is and keep it calm. Jim has got to absolutely push his heart out. It doesn't matter if he crashes anymore because he's got no hope anyway. He's just got to absolutely
Meanwhile, Sky's Blue gets past AMS Lloyd, so he's now up to P4, and the other Aston I think wants past as well. I think this is kind of one of those races where you just send it, and Stracco is trying to send it around the outside, but will that put him under pressure from Jim behind? No, it doesn't.
Oh, he's hit the rear.
Yes, he has. Now, let's hope he didn't get damage from that. I don't think he will have.
I think that was too light for this sort of damage model.
Jim, no way past at the moment. Taylor close behind.
I know what's happening to Jim. Jim's getting those red arrows in his backside, and he's having to brake deeper. Yes. And I think Taylor has gone down the inside.
Silly move by Taylor there. It was never on. And, it allows Gibson back past as well. I don't know if Jim's just backing off, maybe saving some ERS for a late charge.
Watch behind Taylor and Gibson. This looks absolutely very scary.
Stracco gets past Lloyd. The two Williams fighting it out. No team orders there. Gibson trying to get past. And I wonder.
Wheel banging.
I think Jim knows he's got to get past Lloyd here as well.
Quickdid's coming in here.
Yes, he is. Oh, and then more.
Oh, yeah.
Taylor.
Will Jim go for the dive? Oof. He's resisted.
Oh, and he's been clipped by Taylor there.
Quickdid.
Oh, well held. Very well held indeed. In the nicest way possible, Taylor is a bit of a menace out there, frankly. It has to be brutally said.
Maniac.
Maniac. Now, this is bad news for Jimmy. He has not managed to get past Lloyd. And he really needs to try and stick with those Aston Martins. But that being said, Sky's Blue is getting on the back.
Jim has sent it. He's keeping it.
At the very least, he might at least get Lloyd out of DRS range of the Astons. I think he's
got to go fast. He's got 7 laps left. He can't sit here for the rest of the race. That happens in P3, mate. You've got to go.
But that's what he was doing there. He destabilised Lloyd, pushed him out of DRS range, and now was an easy overtake for him as Lemon takes the lead of the race off of God of Gaming. So Lemon is now your race leader for the McLaren outfit. McLaren really do need some good fortune after a dismal season so far with very few good results to speak of.
This is just very, very scary. I think that's how I describe it. Scary.
Yeah,
Gibson, I think he might send it on Lloyd here. I don't know. No, he's resisting.
He's resisting. Fighting for the lower points positions, of course.
I am getting a bit worried though, because some of this driving has been quite erratic. Oh, Gibson! I reckon Gibson's going to send it out the inside of Lloyd here.
Let's keep an eye on it. No, he chooses better of it. As Jim trying to reel in Stracker. Don't forget, he is on the freshest tyres of anyone in the top 6 still. Atom doing a very, it has to be, commendable job on those medium tyres to hang in there with the other drivers.
Exactly, that's what I was saying earlier. If he could hold in, I mean, now getting to the end of lap 9, lap 10, he could be on the better tyre.
You're absolutely right. That being said, Jim and Stracker have slightly fresher soft tyres, so they may still yet be a force at the end of this race. We have 6 laps to go. And I still don't...
The worst thing that can happen for Jim is for the God of Gaming 11s to crash, because that all but seals the title for Atom.
What he needs, he needs Sky is Blue to really start putting Atom under pressure, if he can. Platters live, 3 second time penalties, down in 11th place, as Taylor is now past Lloyd as well. Lloyd's not having any of it though.
Ooh.
Taylor pushes him out. Quick Dead getting involved.
Coming into this.
Oh, and Lloyd closes the door on him again. It is getting very scruffy in that midfield fight for the back end of the points.
Oh my God, Quick did.
What's happened? Is he forcing him off?
He just completely did an unrealistic move that was never.
And he's to be fair, he's let him back past.
Yeah.
He lets Lloyd back past, so perhaps there's a way of apologising there.
Jim's in DRS, Stracker's not, Sky's Blue is.
The top 4 are in a bit of a train at the moment.
Jim's going to get past here.
Yeah, he has to pass Stracker here, and then he's got to try and close up onto the back end of the top 5.
He's not using his ERS.
Perhaps feels he can get it done without it.
Yeah.
Going to save the ERS, but Stracker's not just going to hand it on a plate, but Jim still gets the move done. Nice move by Jim. Important move by Jim.
Quick Did's gone and put Lloyd in a wall, and Lloyd survived, but Quick Did has just shoved him off track. Yeah,
Quick Dead's driving has become very enraged and erratic. So Jim now has to push. He's on 4 lap fresher tyres and those ahead of him. He's got to get onto the back of these guys and start destabilising them.
It really is down to the final 5 laps. This is...
It's perfect.
I'm sorry to say.
It is absolutely...
You could not write this.
Literally, you could have got Stephen Shakespeare to write this. It wouldn't have been as good as this has been. It's absolutely brilliant. It's going to come down right to the dying embers of the race. But at the moment, it looks as though Lemon does at least have a stranglehold on P1. And that's not good news because Atom was... Well, Jim has to win this race at this stage.
Sky's Blue's got a decent run here on Atom. I mean, Atom's barely got any ERS yet left.
Yeah, it's that.
He's got his red light flashing.
That could be a weakness, but the problem is Jim doesn't either. And Stracker might go on the offensive here and retaliate against the Avatar. He thinks better of it.
Jim's got to close this gap. He's got to get DRS, otherwise he is out.
The problem is he has no ERS to speak of.
Yeah, well, no one's got any ERS. They're all empty. They've all used it trying to get past, and now Sky's Blue. If he can make a move on Atom, then something spicy could happen here. But we really do need that move to happen for anything.
Well, I'll tell you what, Atom is dropping out of DRS range. It has to be said. He is dropping.
He's sort of holding on for longer than I anticipated.
So, yeah, it has to be said. They are hanging in there very well. Gotta Gaming and Lemon. Gotta Gaming with a 3 second time penalty. At the moment, it would drop him all the way down to P6, I think. No, actually, I think it'd be sort of P5, P6, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I think he's P6 with the penalty.
Jim is closing, but the problem is the top 4 being in a DRS train means he's just losing so much time here where it's just impossible. Because everyone's got DRS.
Jim's going to get past here. He's going to have to take the inside line. Jim, take the inside line.
No.
He's not, and he's going to get absolutely blazed past
You say that, though. Maybe he could use this to his advantage, though. 3 laps to go. He could maybe try and use Stracker to slingshot back past.
Well, that's his only hope, isn't it?
But no, it doesn't look like he's close enough. No, maybe not. Unfortunately, it looks as though it's just out of his capacity. Unless something very dramatic happens in the closing stages. It does look as though it's going to Atom.
That would be Just unbelievable.
It would be absolutely unbelievable, but you know what? Anything can happen. We've seen a few drivers have moments, and it's not over until it is absolutely over. They both know this. Got a gaming, still trying to stick with Lemon, but just can't quite get close enough to maybe launch an offensive, and he's actually dropping back into Atom's clutches. 2 laps to go. Straka has closed slightly on his teammate. I think Jim's going to try and slingshot past again, but no, he's not.
He's holding off. He's holding off.
I wonder if that's maybe a sign of resignment. Perhaps he knows there's just no point. I think he knows. Or is he going to try and attack Straka? No, he's not close enough.
I think this could be over.
Unfortunately, unless something very major happens. But I tell you what, top 4 have closed up very dramatically all of a sudden. Don't write this out just yet. Lemon's still trying to hold up. Got a gaming. Atom getting involved as well. I don't sense as Straka gets a time penalty. That will help Jim move 1 position up.
Yeah. No. Well. Yeah.
He might at least still be on the podium. He's just off of it at the moment though, because Sky's Blue, Lemons, and Atom would be on the podium at the moment.
Sky's Blue's got one last chance to help Jim here. It depends. Who does he like more?
It's a very good question. I don't think he's going to be close enough though, unless he's deploying everything he can. I think he may be actually.
Well, yeah, he's fighting this for his race, isn't he?
He is, and for Aston Martin's chances in the constructors as well, but he's not.
I think he's going to go for it on the second straight.
Let's keep an eye. Atom.
Jim's got past.
That's for
His only chance now is for Atom to be, well, you know, for Atom to crash here.
I don't think Sky's got enough straight line speed. No, I think this may be game over. It's been a valiant, and Straka's actually fighting back on Jim LSC. Yeah. I guess he feels he's got nothing to lose at this stage. I think they know the writing's pretty much on the wall. Well, I think unless something very dramatic happens in this final lap, I think this is the man who will be your first ever Ground Effect Racing League champion. He's run a canny race, it has to be said. Stayed on the mediums, whereas everyone else went onto the sauce. He's kept pace. He hasn't gone for any silly moves. And he's going to take a well-deserved P2 in the championship. If this man will be your race winner. F1AB Lemons will win the Brazilian Grand Prix, but it will be this man who secures the title. FGE Atom is the champion of Ground Effect Racing League Season 1. Don't ignore that. That is a timing glitch. I'm sure Atom finished P2 on the road. It will be Sky's Blue P3, God of Gaming P4, Jim LSC. Then the fighting with Straka means he's not even in the top 4. He finishes P5. Straka finishes P6. Taylor P7. Gibson P8. Quickdead P9. Lloyd takes the final point in P10. Then we've got Partick and Platt is live outside the points.
I think, although we can congratulate Atom on that, we can congratulate AlphaTauri on the Constructors' Championship. Nothing to be smirked at there. That is still a good achievement for Jim, even if it's not the title he wanted. Look, driver of the day as well. Plus,
he gave it absolutely everything. Considering how much worked against him, the fact he was that close from the podium, he had everything work against him. He 100% deserves driver of the day.
To be fair, we can't forget that Atom did get put down to the bottom after the first lap due to his.
That's very Seb Vettel, isn't it? Of Atom.
It is, but look in the chat. Look at the positivity. We got Jim celebrating Atom being world champion.
I like
it's
that.
All positive. It's all happy.
I think Jim realises, while yes, a lot happened to stop Jim from winning this race, none of it was Atom's fault. He did everything right. And despite what the screen shows you, I'm fairly certain Atom had a timing glitch because of what happened early on. Atom actually finished this race P2 behind race winner F1AB Lemons. Well done to F1AB Lemons. A very good drive by him. It will be Atom in P2. And it will be Sky's Blue who finishes P3. Another podium for the Aston Martin driver. Don't think they've done enough to really threaten the top 2. But I think they have secured P3 in the Constructors' Championship. With Straka also finishing P6 for the British-based team. Then it's Jim finishing
Well,
P5 behind God of Gaming, Stracker P6, Taylor P7, Gibson P8, QuickDead P9, and AMS Lloyd takes the final point in P10. Partick did get the final fastest lap, but finishes 11th outside the points. It's a shame what could have been on his GRL debut, but just it was not meant to be. Platters Live, the last driver to finish.
Sorry, Lightshot, I have to leave you now, but thank you for the opportunity, and Atom, cheers. Well done on the championship, not bad from yourself. I've enjoyed it, and enjoy the podium questions.
Absolutely. Well done to our podium sitters. Thank you very much, Forensic, for joining me. You did a very fantastic job tonight. I very much appreciate you jumping in and covering for my usual commentator, CMP Official. I'm sure CMP will be back for us in Season 2, at least I hope so. But we can now show the screen there. There it is, your champion, FGE Atom, the Season 1 Ground Effect Racing League champion. And considering the race winner doesn't seem to have joined us in the party, we may as well talk to our champion first of all. Atom, congratulations. Definitely wasn't the easiest race for you at all, but in the end, you finish where you started, P2, and you secure your first championship. Congratulations.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Is it working?
Yeah, it's working.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that was interesting. The start was not how I wanted it to.
Not quite.
Because I wanted to avoid the DRS train. But yeah, had too much fuel as well because I wasn't anticipating so many safety cars. And basically, I thought I fucked up the strat at the end with the 16 laps to be a mediums, but worked out quite well. So yeah, I mean, happy to be champion. But Jim did very, very good as well. I mean, he had the quali ban, he had some good pace, but just unfortunate. He basically pitted exactly at that phase where no safety car was coming out. So
yeah, and I know you probably wasn't a party with him, so you might have heard, but you probably didn't see everything that happened to him. He really did have everything going against him in this race, but he still gave it his all, and he definitely is driver of the day. In my view, it's been a great season watching you two fight out. Could have been very different. You don't secure the drivers. I think AlphaTauri still did enough to secure the constructors, I should say, the constructors championship. But overall, are you happy?
Yeah.
I know there's been some ups and downs, and I will say this race had a few downs here and there. But are you overall happy with how this season has gone?
Yeah, for the league, I think. I mean, we had the ups and downs, and of course, we need to we try to reduce everything bad that happens, but we won't get rid of it anyways. We'll try our best. That's anything we can do. And at least the racing was close. I mean, we couldn't expect it from Brazil. We also had it in Austria, and all the tracks that are not very big, but it's close. Next season, of course, we have the pace-based tiers, what I think will help, because it definitely annoys some quicker drivers if they're stuck behind someone on a street track who is like 3 seconds slower lap. So definitely work on that. So some changes will be made over the period into F1 22. Also some news coming up, which of course will be announced soon. So overall, I think it started with Coat and ended with this, and I think that's how we should leave it.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to leave it. Yeah, it's been very, very enjoyable. Not always for the right reasons, as I did say halfway through the race, but it's been enjoyable being here to watch this ride. And yeah, all I can say is congratulations, and we'll see you for season 2.
Yeah, cheers, Mike.
No worries. Before we talk to Atom's championship rival, we'll have a word with the man who finishes in P3. Another solid podium for Sky is Blue. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. And well done, Atom, on the championship.
Yeah, so obviously that was a interesting race for you. Obviously, very much in the thick of it, pretty much from the word go. Another podium, though, obviously to add to, I think, the 2 or 3 you've had already, including the victory at Britain. And having a look at the constructors, you haven't quite managed to destabilise Red Bull and AlphaTauri at the top, but you and Straka pushed them close. So, are you happy with how you've done over the season?
Yeah, I mean, decent. Thought I could have done better in especially the first 4 races of the season. I didn't really do anything, but from that point onwards, it went alright. This race was alright, bit of chaos. There was an incident behind me with, I think, Matt and Lloyd. I don't know if that was my fault, but I clipped it, so I looked back at it, but I don't think I could have done anything about it. God of Gaming, just hoping to get his penalty removed, but hopefully he doesn't. But yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things we'll wait and see. Obviously, season is over though. Of course, if the result stands as is, you'll finish the season on 99 points, about 16 off of Liam Hammond, who hasn't raced for a couple of races now. It's been a solid season. You've helped keep Aston Martin third in the constructors. What's next for Sky's Blue? Are you going to be here for season 2? And how are you hoping to maybe?
Yeah, definitely.
I know you're going to hopefully, aim for maybe a few places higher.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what drivers are around next season and how the competition is. But if it's a similar set of drivers to what we've got at the moment, I feel I can sort of push a bit higher up maybe, and hopefully be in with a chance of the championship a bit later on in the season, even if I don't win it.
Absolutely. It could also depend on how the new game is as well. We'll wait and see just who takes the new game and how it feels. But for now, well done. Another solid result for you. You end the season on a high, and we can't wait to see you in season 2.
Thank you.
No worries. And we'll finally, since we still haven't had the race winner join, we'll talk instead to our championship runner-up. As I said, literally had everything work against him today, but he still manages a top 5 finish, which is not bad considering he started dead last. Jim LFC, well done. You did your best. As I said, everything working against you, but are you still happy with how that race went? I'm not happy how the race went, but are you happy with how you conducted yourself? I think is the best way I can put it.
Yeah, most went well. To be fair, it was more of just salvaging as much as possible. Like, we're missing the last 2. It was sort of, if something did happen, I should be there to take advantage. But Atom deserved winner. And yeah, it was just entertaining. Like, with everything that happened, just making up positions towards the end was really fun.
It was definitely entertaining, absolutely. Watching you trying to carve through the field on several occasions and putting on some really good displays of overtaking and wheel-to-wheel racing. In the end, I'm just trying to tot up the points. If it stands as is, Atom will finish on 166 points. You, I believe, you would have finished P5, so you'll finish on 145. So in the end, a 21 point difference. Obviously, you mentioned missing a couple of races. That might have just swung it back towards you, and we'll never know. But you have, however, with AES Cleaver secured the Constructors' Championship. However, you have done enough to secure that. Are you happy that you at least managed to get that one?
Yeah, it got a bit risky when Clever crashed at turn 1. I was a bit worried then, and then everything that happened with me, it was sort of, will we even win that? But yeah, managed to salvage towards the end. But yeah, good season overall. Great league. Very close as well. Like, the quali was immense. Like, I was watching it, but how close it was unbelievable.
Oh,